Belfast Stories. A nation that keeps one eye on the past is wise. A nation that keeps two eyes on the past is blind. In 2021, Belfast City Council announced their plans to build a new tourist exhibition facility in the city centre. The 6,000 square metre site includes the redevelopment of a listed disused bank building, meaning the project must adhere to retro first principles. This Belfast Stories student project challenges the government brief by combining both community and tourist functions. The project promotes social value within the city by placing community engagement and reconciliation at the heart of its programme. Belfast as a city still very much has two identities, and it's important that both of these identities are represented within the project. Whilst Belfast strives to reconnect, there are still tensions that can surface and sensitivities that must be considered, particularly in light of the Brexit Northern Ireland Protocol. Because of the troubles and issues surrounding social deprivation and social isolation, Northern Ireland's mental health record is worse than anywhere else within the UK. In spite of this, communities are largely seeking to develop, to reconnect, and to advance. Hence, a new city centre community facility is justified, as well as a tourist building, in order to drive the economy of the city centre forward. As well as promoting community social value, a key component of the Belfast Stories project has been the rejuvenation of a largely forgotten area of Belfast, Smithfield and Union. The main urban move within the scheme has been the restitching of the historic Smithfield Market and Belfast Central Library, with Belfast Stories acting as a civic node between the two landmarks, as well as becoming a landmark in its own right. The appearance of the bank building and the library have helped to set the strategy in terms of the massing and the civic architectural response. An important aspect of the scheme has been the ability to tell the stories of Belfast through technical detailing. This is manifested in the facade, which responds to the story and architecture of the bank through the civic colonnade and materiality. Internally, Belfast's industrial heritage as a shipbuilding powerhouse is celebrated with the exposure of steelwork. And finally, the city's heritage as a rope-making capital is celebrated on the external upper facade through intricate metalwork. Internally, conceptual desire lines form the basis of the circulation strategy. The desire lines have been formed from key geographical and social moments in the city. The lines present themselves both in terms of the circulation journey through the plan and in section both spatially and volumetrically. The Cave Hill line manifests in the central courtyard. It guides visitors up the stairs from ground floor to the Cave Hill exhibition space, where they can hear stories about Cave Hill and North Belfast. The shoreline connects with the library to the north of the site, guiding visitors to the new city archive. The proximity of the library enables cross-programming opportunities between old and new. By creating a new city archive within Belfast Stories, the civic square becomes a repository of the past and a beacon for the future. The desire lines and journey ultimately culminate on the roof terrace. Here, visitors can end their journey by taking in views of the communities from which the Belfast Stories project was born.